Good morning, everybody. This is 3333 Lightworker coming to you this morning to give you the tarot cards, or in this case, oracle card reading for September 14th through the 20th. Now, before we get started, um, this week is about letting go of the past and that you've already healed, and we all know that. And what we're going to do this week, though, is make new connections, but no players allowed. Remember, we left the past in the past, so no more players. We want people who are authentic, who say what they mean and mean what they say. So also the first new moon of this September will be on the 24th. So just for that preparedness, I guess. Because new moons always bring a jar or two. It may not be drastic or anything like that, but it's always good to stay home if you can around the 24th, and let things just go right over you, so you don't have to get a brunt of somebody being angry or something else in the world going on that you just need calm in your life. But our first card this week is the Soul Retrieval. Can you see that? Isn't that a beautiful card? I just love these cards. They're so well crafted, and the illustrations with perfect color. But the Soul Retrieval wants us to continue to regain lost parts of ourselves. The aspects that we let go of because of maybe it was career that was demanding, or a relationship that just consumed and just sucked the life out of you, and you forgot yourself. You forgot your own, what you like to do, your hobbies. Maybe you like knitting or painting or hiking or working out at the gym or any of that. And we want to get back to ourselves. It's kind of like you need clarity in your life now, not problems or issues. You need clarity, and you want to breathe fresh new life into yourself. You're tired of worrying and stressing, and your hair's turning gray, or you're losing hair or whatever. It's just, you need some time to yourself, and you need clarity, and you just want to light up yourself, light the shine and the spark of life inside of you, and remember lost parts of yourself. Like me, I like to go on nature walks and take photography, take pictures. That to me, just touch a tree, that kind of thing. And I just feel like, oh my God, this is me. I like it, I like it, I like it. And just never ever have anybody tell you you need to compromise, especially your values. You don't ever do that, for anybody. They'll only destroy you. So remember to have your boundaries up and take care of yourself first. The next card we have is the Gatherer. Now, I want you to look at this card. Let me see if I can bring this a little closer for you all. See the moon on top, then the sun, and then there's little pumpkins in a nest around her head. And we're turning from summer into fall, which is, of course, the October time will be the pumpkin time and all that. But we need to find the abundance in our life. That's, most of us stress about money, and what we're going to receive is some sort of abundance in the most unusual way. Okay, just for a little hint there. You're collecting info, you're writing ideas, you're looking for the future, and I say within the next 40 days, you will find the right people to collaborate with. You're going to find a mentor that help you get on the straight and narrow, or to get your career intact, or you may meet somebody that offers you an introduction to a career because they see potential in you. Okay, and when you do, and when that happens, please pay it forward. God is always watching us, and He always blesses people who pay it forward and don't expect anything in return. They just do the do, and God takes count. Okay. And the next card in our card this week is the Mystical Shaman. Can you see that? God, I just love these cards. The artwork is just brilliant. Now, the Mystical Shaman is a healer. maybe someone you need to connect with for information, someone who sees beyond the matrix, if you will, if I could use that term, the matrix, or the beyond, the two worlds beyond, that most of us can't connect unless you've studied shamanism, or you've studied metaphysical, classes, and clairvoyance, clairsentient, clairaudient. That kind of person is what you need to talk to. So, we all have to journey through life, and this world is, it's not to, we have to exist, we have to abide by rules, certain rules, but we're not defined by it. So always be true to yourself and others. Always be true to others, And like I said a moment ago, God watches everything we do, and we want to respect Him because He has been gracious to let us breathe for another day. You just never know when our time is up, and I'm not a negative person by any means. I just want you to understand that we're alive, we're breathing, and we have another day in this world. So let's make it count. Okay. All right. And the next card is the circle. Let me bring that in. Look at that, the circle. Now, the circle is just that. It's a completion. We're coming together with others. Our cycles, some of them are good, some of them are bad, but we manage to get through that, and you're wiser for it, So wisdom is needed here in our selections and the people that we hang with, or we call friends, because the ones that smile to your face and say, oh, yeah, everything is good, those are the ones you gotta watch out for. You want friends that tell you like it is, but in a nice way, because they have your back, So be careful on the kind of friends you accept into your life. Now, the next card we have is the sacrifice. Now, this woman, let me bring it in. Let me show you what she's doing there. See that? The sacrifice. Now, you have your heart is, and the warmth that you have in your heart and your feelings, they're all sacred to you. Love is sacred to you. So this is a moment to be grateful to Spirit, and to let them know what you need right now. A prayer is worth 1,000 thousands. Please, 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 please. A simple prayer, and letting the angels and God and Jesus and Mother Mary know that you are grateful for their presence in your life, and that they're leading you to the right people, places, and things, career, home, puppies, cats, little kittens, if you've been looking for a pet, just ask them and then say, please steer me in the right direction, and it's going to happen for you. Now, the next card is the rainbow. Now, the rainbow here is just telling us that, we can bridge between the physical and the spiritual, just like I've been talking through this whole card reading, is that there's an affirmation for all of us to not stop now. So this card telling us we're all on the right path. Just even if you need information, and even if you need to, get a mentor or somebody who can, guide you in the right direction or whatever, you're on the right path. So don't doubt yourself now, because like I said, within the next 40 days, I say a good miracle is going to happen for each and every one of us in life. So whatever that may be. Now, the next card is the fire. Now, the fire can stir up anger, or it can stir up passion, or you can have either excess or chaos, or you can have, like I say, passion. It's rising up from you. You're rising, your soul is rising up to a new version of yourself. You've done. You've been there, done that. You've been through all sorts of experiences, some good, some bad, and you just thanking God you're still breathing on this earth. So it's, for me, even, I'm with you all. So it's time for us to let go of our sorrows and plans that did not work, but try another way. If one way didn't work, try another way. Just, write it down. If you get inspiration from who, what, where, when, write it down, mull over it, meditate over it, and try to come up with an original, new way of achieving your goals. Okay. Your energy in this card, it represents that your energy is pulsating now with a lot of energy, a get up and go kind of feeling. So it's time for all of us to get busy. Now the last card we have here, and I want to show you this really closely if I can. Now see the snake, it's consuming itself, okay, and it's a round circle. So that is completion. It's like it's the circle of life, you know. It's the beginnings, the middles, and the ends. So life itself is like that too. So we're all closing one cycle. Finally, 2000, you know, we're getting close to the end of 2025. And 2025, earlier this year, I realized that it's the end. It's a year of endings. So if relationships didn't work, see how I stuttered on that one. If relationships didn't work, or your career didn't get off to the point, or maybe that new home that you've been looking for, you still haven't found it. That doesn't mean it's not coming. It just means maybe in 2026, or maybe towards the end of this year. That would be a nice Christmas present, wouldn't it? To find a brand new home for yourself and your family. I would love that myself. So, and you know, we're at a time where we're all being reborn. You know, the cycle is over, the intensity is over, all of the eclipses, you know, been there, done that. We don't want any more eclipses. Please, we don't want to go through that, because terrible things happen. You know, stress happens to when we go through eclipses. But like I said, next year will be a rebirth for all of us, a new beginning. And that's what we all need in life, a new beginning, a happy outlook on life. And so I would like it if you enjoy these readings from me to please subscribe or like. It would really help me. And if you need any of my services, you know all the links are down at the description box below. And if you like my new ficus, my ficus is, I swear, I have a green thumb. I've got like 6 plants, and they're all just like booming. I must have a green thumb here. They're just booming and growing, and I'm loving it. So until next time, be at peace. This is 3333 Lightworker.